Welcome, everybody, to PHT Café. After a very long hiatus of about, give or take some years, we are back. This is Edwin Perez.
I'm Danny. Hey, guys.
Danny, my brother. So we haven't done a show in, it's been too long to even say, right?
It's been a long time. We tried 2 episodes at my house, remember?
Yeah, we did. We did 2 episodes.
And I threw them away.
You did?
They were garbage.
I was going to ask you, what happened to those episodes?
No, they're actually still there. They're still there. They're still garbage, but they're in existence still.
Yeah. They're really bad. So we had a podcast a few years back where we talked about real estate. We used to work together, and things happened, and now here we are.
Things happened.
So my name is Edwin J. Perez. I actually, I'm in real estate. I'm a real estate broker. And Danny, what do you do?
I own a home inspection company.
You do. So, a lot's changed since last time we were.
Yeah. So last time we worked together, I worked for your brokerage. Now you're here at EXP.
That's right.
Yeah. And I did a bunch of other things, and now I own my own home inspection business.
Yeah. So
stuff happened. And then...
a pandemic.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah. So, I had a great job, and the pandemic started, and I lost my job and had to figure out something to do because I had gotten married 3 weeks before I lost my job.
That was crazy. So the pandemic obviously affected you in a great way. It's funny because we talked about this a bunch of times, but remember we talked about just when you lost your job. He got fired.
Lost your job.
You lost it. Where'd it go? They took it from you. You talked about reinventing yourself, right? And that's when you started doing the inspection classes and all that stuff.
Yeah. It took me all of about 3 days to figure something out. And I started the company a month later and had my license and just started working right away. Luckily, I know you, and I worked for another brokerage, so I knew a lot of realtors to start with. Yeah. And I guess that's kind of what helped me get started, yeah, with at least a little bit of work. But awesome. It's been 2 years now that I've had this company. It's going really well.
So we're here to talk about real estate. We're both obviously in the industry.
Yes.
Have been for a long time. And right now we were just talking to Rich. Shout out to Rich behind the cameras, about just crazy things that are happening in real estate, right? With builders coming up with different ways to sell their properties, which they couldn't keep people away from them just 2 months ago. All of a sudden now they're trying to do everything to try to get people back in the market. Yeah. What are you seeing from the inspection side as far as the real estate market today?
Obviously, it's not as hectic. I remember just 3 months ago, I was working 7 days a week. Everybody wanted 3-day inspection periods or 2-day inspection periods. I'd have realtors calling me hey, I'm about to put an offer. Would you be able to get there tomorrow? And I'm like, I guess I don't need to see my family. Sure, I'll be there. And it's not like that. The other day I got somebody who was like, I got a 10-day inspection period, which is ridiculous. That's so dumb now. All inspection companies, not just me, we've all adjusted to be able to get there much faster. We hired more people. I have an employee now. We can get there within 3 or 4 days, almost always. So, but it's just that's what I've seen from my end is it's kind of chilled out a little bit. People aren't scrambling and
because you deal mostly with buyers' agents, obviously. So they're putting in these offers. And, when I was working with buyers, again, the inspection period is one of the negotiating things, right? You have to say, okay, well, I can get my inspector in there faster than, it's I can get my inspector there faster than you can get your inspector in there. And that was a thing because, the listing agent didn't want to take the house off the market for 10 days. But now it's just it's completely flipped. And it feels like it happened almost overnight, right?
It was overnight for me.
Right?
It was May. I remember it. In the beginning of May, the first 2 weeks of May, I had made more money than I had in all of May and maybe June combined in just 2 weeks. Wow. And then the second 2 weeks, I made as much as I had made in 3 days the 2 weeks before. Yeah, it's just overnight. It just stopped. The phone stopped
Just
ringing.
The faucet just somebody
Yeah,
came
it's
in
just somebody just came. I think that was kind of like the knee jerk reaction at the time. We're busy again, so that's good.
Yeah.
There's consistent work going on. But there was that maybe like a month after that. I remember I called you and I was like, "Did I make a mistake?" And you're like, "No, that's being an entrepreneur. It's great or it's terrible, and everyone's gonna die."
I have a listing now, and it's a completely different story. Like I had listings where people were literally, I had 10 showings within the first couple of hours of the property being on the market, and offers before people even looked at the property. And now I have a listing, which is more normal, but it's like you freak out because it's such a difference from what it was just a few months back that you freak out. But now it's like, it's a showing here and there, you're kind of waiting for an offer, or you're thinking about price adjustments, which is something you didn't hear of in the last 2 months at all. Nobody was reducing anything. I saw properties price increase, so it's just something that we got to adjust to. What do you think is going to happen with the market?
I mean, that's you asked the wrong person. That's the thing you're supposed to know.
That no one actually knows.
I have no idea. I know you listing agents are going to chill the F out a little bit.
Yeah,
you guys are acting like
we already are.
King of the castle. You guys are all so rude to each other. Just so you know, because I mostly work with buyers agents, but man, just these listing agents. Like, hey, can we get our inspector in? Like, I don't know, can you?
With an attitude.
Well, yeah, exactly. Like, I guess
we need a key. Don't you have a key? Like, no.
Yeah,
it's your property.
exactly. So I'm looking forward to that humbling of the listing agent for sure.
Yeah. So if you're thinking about selling a house, or buying a house. This is more normal, right? They were talking about how realtors that stay in the market now, they're actually going to have to discipline themselves. Because back then, you didn't have to do anything. Like you say, you just you can have this attitude of like, yeah, whatever. It's going to sell, right? You put a sign up, you price it more or less right, and it's going to sell probably for more than you priced it.
Yeah.
And everybody's happy. But now you have to do a little bit of actual work.
Yeah.
And strategize and have a plan in place to sell, your customers' houses. So
yeah, a little bit of the thinning of the weeds, right?
Yes.
I feel like during the pandemic, everybody got a real estate license, which is great for me because even if they're just going to do like one deal, I'll eat it. I'll take it. Yeah. That'll pay a bill. Yeah. So I think it's going to start showing who's actually serious about it and who's actually good about it because it's not as easy as it seems. And which is why I'm a home inspector now because I hated being a realtor so bad. I just hated it so much.
You tried it for a while in New York. You came down here.
I was licensed in New York. And I was like, let me go work with my brother in Florida. Came back to Florida. Ooh, hated it more. So yeah, it's going to be interesting who sticks around and keeps it going.
And that's the market shift is part of the reason that I made the shift to EXP, right? Because here we have like a team that helps you, that gives you those strategies. We have basically an open book of strategies that you can implement to help these homes sell. So
they also have shit like this, like
this
isn't our stuff.
Well, this is great. Yeah.
Everyone's gonna be like, wow, the audio is understandable.
You guys bought microphones.
Yeah, we didn't.
No, that's all Rich.
Thank you, Rich. Somebody else's.
Yeah.
We do have one of our old cups still, though.
Yeah, I have the other one. Maybe the other one will make an appearance on the next episode. But
I found mine in my garage because my wife said that this is ugly and all our mugs are nice, so I have to do something else with it. So it was holding golf balls in my garage.
But it's fun.
Well, okay, so something that I keep hearing people say, I'll ask you since you're supposed to be the one to know about this stuff.
Yeah.
20 years in real estate. So everyone keeps talking about like extreme price reductions coming. Everyone as in people not in real estate, right? So like I am not going to buy right now. Interest rates went up too high. Let me wait until it crashes and the prices all come back down. What are your predictions on stuff like that?
Well, the truth is, anybody that has been in real estate for a long time, the truth is you don't know, right? No one knows. No one knows because there's so many factors, right? People think just, the interest rates are high, so the real estate market's going to crash. But there's a lot of other factors. Inflation is a factor, which we've seen. It's affected people's income, how much they can afford, et cetera. So it's definitely been a thinning of the market. Obviously, a lot of buyers left the market. We heard Rich's story because of that. Builders are coming up with strategies to try to sell their properties. Mm-hmm. So we're seeing everything affected. builders being sellers as well, right? Wanting to sell a property. So I think definitely the price. I mean, I'm seeing price reductions all the time. I'm seeing builders send emails talking about, well, this price. We're giving it. 3 months ago, they were barely. They didn't even want to pay us, realtors, right? They were like, nah, we'll give you 2% if you ask nicely.
Yeah.
But you got to get on this list. You got to do 2 backflips, and you got to burp. They're like, what? Now it's like, we'll give you 4%. We'll give you a bonus. We'll give your buyer a bonus. Like, please buy this property because, a lot of people are leaving the market. They're canceling their contracts because the interest is so high. So definitely we're going to see price reductions. I don't know if we're going to see extreme price reductions because the economy is good. Like, we are in a good economy. It's a strong economy. So that's kind of like the weirdness that's going on with this market. The interest rates are not going to go. I don't think they're going to go any lower. I think they're going to pretty much stay like this, which is still really low. Like, guys, they're still low. Like, I bought a house at 9%. And that was low back then, right?
Yeah.
So they're still really low. It's just the prices are high, so a lot of people have been priced out. So that's where the fear comes in, right? And to be quite frank, that's what, kind of shakes me a little bit, right? The fact that homes are really expensive. Like, I have, as you know, a 22-year-old daughter, a 19-year-old son. They're going to be in the housing market soon. It's like, where are they going to live? Like, I don't want them living with me. They need to be able to afford a property, So this is what kind of shakes us a little bit in the real estate industry. But the truth is, we don't know. We're definitely seeing a softening of the market. Prices are already coming down. How much more are they going to come down? I don't know. I think they're going to come down quite a bit more, but nothing significant that is going to make a huge difference in people's affordability of these properties. You know what I mean? I just think it's going to be a softening, and I just think it's going to come back down to normal, man. People are just going to have to,
It's weird that this ridiculousness is only like 2 or 3 years, and you're saying normal because everyone's so used to this now. Everyone got so used to the fire sale, and now I think. But
I was in the market, and that's why I said, if you've been in it for a long time, I was in it in 2008 when it was a real fire sale, man. It was insane. And normal too was this craziness, and we just went back to actual normal when people, had to sell a house. You have to get a few offers and kind of think about it. It's just kind of negotiate, take your time. Now it's just like, you want it, put a cash offer, or it's not yours. Like, no, that's not normal.
Are you still seeing a lot of people still coming from like California, New York?
No, everything has slowed down. Investors have even kind of reined back a little bit, but that's how it always was, right? There was always investors, but it's just the people, like you said, that got into real estate in the last 2 years, that they think, oh, this is great. Real estate is perfect. It's great. It's amazing. They're going to realize, wait, that's not real estate. That was just, what is it? An anomaly? And now we're going back to normal. So I think we'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Oh, I know I'll be fine. I'll just go do something else. Like I've always done. I'll figure it out.
Reinvent yourself.
Yeah, there you go. That's how I love it. Actually, Melissa and I were talking about traveling again. So if it goes south, I'm just moving to Asia. Yep.
Just moving to Asia, guys.
Moving to Asia.
How's their real estate market?
All in all, you think we're not going to...
All in all is not, the sky's not falling, right? It's just a shift in the market, kind of a normalization of the market. I think we'll be fine. The people, not everybody, right? Everybody, there's always people that get affected by these radical shifts. But the people, the realtors, the agents, the brokers, the inspectors that know how to work the business, they'll be fine. Because at the end of the day, 3 months ago, you didn't really have to know much about the industry to actually make money. Now you're going to have to know and implement some of that knowledge to make the money, which you have knowledge and experience. I have knowledge and experience, so we'll be fine. And if you don't have knowledge and experience and you're a new agent, call me up. I'll help you out and make sure that you do, what you have to do to make money in this business. Because you can make a lot of money. But you got to know what you're doing.
I like how this whole time you're like, they're going to learn. It's not so easy. It's not so... Just kidding. Come on down. Edwin Perez, 407-913. Cool. Yeah.
We'll be fine. So tell us a little bit about your business and let the people know.
It's called Cosmos Inspections because I like space. So I name everything after space-related things.
Yes.
We are a one-stop shop. All your inspection needs. It's fairly simple stuff, guys. I do home inspections. And so does Shasta, who's my employee. She also does home inspections.
If you're buying a house,
Buying a house, selling a house.
Selling a house.
Insurance, that's been a huge thing lately, is everyone's getting kicked off their insurance. So we do 4 points, wind mitigations, all that good stuff. So, yeah, good with all that stuff, ready to work. And
he's a great inspector, and he definitely can get in there before 10 days, which
how
is great.
do people react when you refer me and they're like, hey, his name is almost the same name as yours?
Yeah, I actually love that.
They like it?
Yeah, they love that stuff. They're like, oh, yes, your brother, yes. Like, they love that stuff.
I thought it would be more of an issue where people are like, you're just saying that because you're his brother.
No, yeah. No, because, most of my business, as you know, comes from referrals. There's people that already trust me. So when I refer somebody that is related to me, they're like, well,
that's cool.
I kind of like you. And
you can always just send them to my reviews. Still 5 stars, baby.
5 stars.
2 years in, still
That's
5 stars.
Awesome.
I almost got one. I almost got a 4, maybe, the other day. But I guess she forgot how to use a computer, so 5 stars still.
5 stars, baby. So if you want a 5-star home inspection, Cosmos is the way to go. And I'm the leader of Edwin J. Perez Real Estate Group. Now,
Wow, you named the real estate group after yourself.
I
I have never been more surprised about something in my life.
Right. Now brokered by eXp Realty. So obviously, any real estate needs you have, buying, selling, and if you're a new realtor or an experienced realtor and want to talk about real estate, give me a call. 407-913-4344. Where can they find you online, bro?
Cosmos Inspections, everything. Everything is just Cosmos Inspections.
All right. And Edwin J. Perez, just Google it. I'll be the only Edwin J. Perez that you
Really?
Yeah. You know who told me that? Michaela. She's like, Papi, I Googled your name. You're like the only Edwin J. Perez that comes up. I mean, cool.
That's very odd.
Yeah. Not Edwin Perez. If you Google Edwin Perez, there's a singer out there, Edwin Perez.
I remember in middle school when we still had phone books.
My goodness.
Yeah. Dated
Sorry,
myself a little bit.
millennials.
Yeah, when we had phone books, and there was a girl that liked me, and she wanted to find me, and she knew my dad's name was Edwin Perez. So she went to the phone book to try to find, and there was 4 pages of Edwin Perez.
Perez's? Jeez.
And that's just like Florida.
That's crazy.
So I'm surprised none of those
Have a J in them.
have a Jose as a middle name. That's weird. All right.
Well, I know one of them does, my son, because
Well, now he's the other one.
that's how that's how proud I am.
What?
Of my
You
name.
named your son your exact name? Oh my God.
Just my son and my business. All right, guys. So thank you for tuning in to PHT Cafe. Hopefully, we'll bring you one of these every once in a while.
That's him not committing.
That's it. And yeah, find us on social media. We're all over the place. Thank you for tuning in.
Cool.
Good job, bro. Especially when you're in a cute little shirt there.
Why is it going to be
Little
little?
shirt.
It's a regular size shirt. It's not a cute little shirt.
Normal shirt. Normal size.
It's great.